Oh, that works. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the PanelCast. I'm your host, Freddie, here with AJ. AJ, how you doing, buddy?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Not too bad. It's getting hot over here on our side. What about over there in your area?
Well, that would require me to go outside of my air conditioned office, and I just don't do that.
Air condition on, meaning it's hot outside. Got it.
Right.
All right. Well, today we will be reviewing a couple things. We have The Sheep Detective. We also have what I've been watching, The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. We also have an interview today with Danny Graham. AJ, who's Danny Graham? Give a
Danny
quiz.
Graham is the lead singer and creator of Fever Dog and lead songwriter. Fever Dog is the band that you hear playing every time you hear Forbidden Panel and the PanelCast intro. That music you hear, that song that you're hearing in our intro, that's from Danny Graham. And he's also an occasional FP member and has worked with us before. So we sat down. He recently came into a lot of good stuff, and we wanted to catch up with him and say hi.
All right, can't wait to see that. We also have a trailer to show you, along with this week's AEW Match of the Week. So, what do we want to start with first, AJ?
Well, why don't we start off with you
Alrighty,
talking about uh, this? What is this, sir?
that is The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, which is a reboot of the 1960s Hanna-Barbera cartoon of same name, Johnny Quest. Stars two separate families, a bodyguard taking care of the Quest, who are adventurers. They go around similarly to Scooby Doo, but they're not solving mysteries in the same sense of there's a villain of the week. They actually go on these mystical adventures. So they deal with stuff like Bigfoot, the Yeti, the statues of Moai, and all that. It's like I said, it's a reboot. This is years later where they're about six, about somewhere between 14 and 16. I don't remember the actual age. I don't even think they remember the actual age. Where the original show, they were more like 10 to 12-year-olds. So,
Right. So
it's
in this, they have to be like teenagers or something, right?
correct because they're driving vehicles, the kid are driving vehicles and all that, learning how to fly, stuff like that. So it's like, yep, old enough. Um, this came out back in 1996 and it had CGI added to it for their uh, program that they use for uh, what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. Virtual reality.
Mm.
I was trying to say
The
AR, but
VR
that's not what.
program. Yeah.
Yes.
VR
Um,
was the big thing back in the day.
yes. And so were really thick cell phones still. Not quite brick, but in between. So still no touchscreen just yet. But at the same time, they did have advanced technology in there that they deal with as well. So it's a mixed bag. It's supposed to be a futuristic type of show, and I just been enjoying it. I saw it on TikTok for the intro. Love the intro, which just made me want to rewatch this show. And I am probably going to be starting to watch the other shows going backwards. Uh, Again, this is a reboot. Who did the reboot? Um, oh my god, I had the info and I think I have the wrong phone for it. So give me just a second.
You
Uh,
know, only criminals have more than one cell phone, Freddie.
right. Uh, but anyway, these people got permission from Hanna Barbera to, make a reboot. There was supposed to be two movies based off of the original show, so that's that age the kids are still set in. There was supposed to be a live action show, but I don't think that ever came into fruition because I've never seen it. And if it did, I got to find it. And then this show, which is, of course, set years later. And I think this is the final set of the series. After that, I don't think there's anything after this. But the storylines, they're fun. The show looks great for its era. The CGI, not great, but at the same time, it's great again for its era. It's pre Beast War era for Transformers.
Hmm.
So if you remember the way the graphics looks, it's of course less graphical than that, but still good enough to be for what it was at the time. um, so I'm almost
But
done with
does
the
it
first.
feel? Does it feel aged? Does it feel like
Yes, and yes, no, and yes. Yes, because like the graphics for the virtual reality is showing its age, but the animation for the artwork looks great. Uh, this show is actually a lot more violent than I remember. There is a lot of death, normally off screen, of course, but on enough that you know that there's death involved. Um, the word hell is thrown around. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? They said this in a TV show? Because again, in the '90s, you this is
right?
around the era where it's always positive. What are those things at
Positive
the end of the
reinforcement, stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So hearing stuff like that as a kid, it went over my head. I probably don't remember it, and I was like maybe 12 around the time this came out. Um, but yeah, it looks great for for the time, and it still looks good for the hand drawn animation itself. Um, it can be a little choppy sometimes, but I mean, when you're working with a budget of both hand drawn and CGI, you can only do so much, but it still looks great.
How many seasons?
2 seasons with about 52 episodes, so about 21 episodes per season, or one had 22 and the other one had less.
That
Um,
would be
I'm almost done with
25
I'm
and
almost done with the first
26.
season. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, I'm terrible at math. 26 episodes each.
He
Um,
he he handles the cash register at the conventions we work at. So it'd be a good idea if you approached him to work on your deals and stuff because
yeah.
he doesn't do the
That will
math
either give
well,
you
so
money
you might
back.
be able to get away with some prices there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you either get money back or I'll take more of your money. There
Right.
is no in between. There is no correctness.
It might work in your favor. Who knows?
Just come roll the dice, 50-50 chance. Um, but yeah, I can't wait for a second season. I'm enjoying this. I want to finish this and again go backwards to the previous movies for this show. Uh, there is the New Adventures of Johnny Quest, which is a like I think late '70s, early '80s version of it, which is a continuation. And then of course the original 1960s, which all I watched growing up back when it was on Cartoon Network, even before the switch to adding Boomerang for older classic shows. So, yeah, it's a great show. Fun to watch. Definitely dated. Oh, back to the dated part. The original show, yeah, there was a lot of political incorrectness. They did do a lot better in this show, but still has some PC issues, but not as bad as it was. So, just remember for its time, the jokes will be a little bit outdated.
All
So,
right. But as long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters.
oh yeah.
Awesome. So what would you what's the rating here?
I will give it a good 4 out of 5. Little Richards.
4 out of 5 Little Richards. There you go.
I will give it a 5 if there was more because I'm always wanting more. I don't know how well it would do as a reboot now with like the technology it is today, if it will work as well. They have other shows similar to this where you have kids with high technology, so might still work. Hopefully be just as violent. If not, make a more adult teenager version and be more violent.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, if that's all you have,
Oh yeah. So what's next on the list that we have to talk about now?
well, now we get to talk about happy things.
Happy things like what? Things that put us to sleep?
Secret to happiness in my life.
Sheep.
It's taking care of the kindest creatures on earth. Sheep. I want you to meet my flock.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be.
I keep them well fed, well groomed, and each day I read out loud to them mysteries, whodunits. I know who the killer was. I like to pretend that they follow along, but they're only sheep.
Ah, why would he stop there?
He was just about to say who the killer was.
This is torture. It was the maid, right?
When I wake up,
Wake up! Everybody wake up!
We found George on the grass, and he's not moving.
What?
Lily, tell us what to do.
Our shepherd was murdered. And we shall solve the crime. George was visited by someone he knew well enough to offer a drink.
Not much of a story for you, I'm afraid.
Unless there's anything out the ordinary.
The policeman is completely hopeless. We need to help him.
You think you're brave enough to leave home?
We're not scared.
What is that?
I think it's a road.
But what is it made of?
Well, not grass, I can tell you that.
Are you coming?
For George?
For George.
Officer Derry, I am George Hardy's lawyer. He wrote a will.
In the nighttime stories, the people in the will are always the suspects.
That man had nothing.
Well, actually, there is $30 million.
And we have our motive. We need to look for clues.
Stand back.
I am, after all, a sheep detective.
You killed George. What are they hiding?
What if I can't solve it?
I've read you dozens of these stories. They follow very simple rules.
Look, the clue.
Every time something happens with this case,
That's my hat.
there they are. A clue. Thank you all.
Sheep can do things. In fact, we can do anything.
I want to bash it! I want to bash it so bad!
What's with them?
Guys, I may be inside a clue. Ow!
There you have it. That was the trailer for The Sheep Detectives. The first movie I've ever seen where I really, really, really hated every second of Hugh Jackman on the screen. Because
Really?
I wanted him to die, hurry up and die so we can get to the sheep part.
That's fair.
Okay.
Oh man. But-
Go ahead, Freddie. What did you think of the movie?
Man, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I seen like parts of the preview, but I never watched the whole thing, and I'm glad I didn't, so I could be more surprised. I didn't know the sheep talked in the movie. I didn't know they were actually the detectives. I mean, it's in the name, but I thought maybe they were doing some detective work because of the sheep, not that the sheep were the detective. So it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I think so far everybody in our group loves the exact same spot that you talked about the other day. Because
Oh,
as soon
God.
as I saw that, did not know what was that about until I watched it. And I'm like, oh, ha, nice. But yeah, it's a great movie. I kind of figured out the ending. I wasn't sure if it was going to be right or wrong. So, but other than that, I enjoyed it.
I absolutely loved this movie. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. So I was taken aback. It came at a good time too, because it came at a time where I was, I've been dealing with some depression and stuff lately, but it hasn't helped anybody because everything I've been watching lately has been so deep and dark and gritty and all that stuff. And then here comes this movie out of nowhere that's just a ray of sunshine and happiness, even amongst the subject matter. And it was just lovely. It was a lovely story and funny and uplifting and just really good. They did a really good job with the movie. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
thoroughly
kept you on your
enjoyed it.
toes.
Huh?
It kept you on your toes.
Yeah, that was for sure. It was a fun detective story. Um, I don't know what. I don't know about you, Freddie, but I think it gets a straight up 5 Little Richards for me.
I agree.
This
I didn't
movie
think I
goes
was going
on.
to.
This movie goes on my favorites list, on my rewatchables list, on every list I can. I'm going to recommend it for as long as I can to everybody I can.
Yeah, I agree. Because yeah, it's definitely worth the watch. It's definitely worth for the story. It's just great all around. Great for parents, kids, everybody.
And it was cool seeing He-Man with short hair. I guess He-Man and Wolverine in a movie together. There you go.
Right? That's crossover you never thought you get.
I know, huh? All right, so I guess that means for our next segment will be our interview with Danny Graham. This interview, I'm going to let you know now, is 40 minutes. I sat down with Danny this past week to talk to him and play catch up with him on a lot of stuff that
Hey,
he's been.
you're kind of freezing up real quick. Hold on.
That's all on your end, Freddie. I'm going to need you to work on that.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
There. Now you're good. Okay.
All righty.
Sorry for that, everybody. Again, Danny is somebody that has worked with Forbidden Panel before. You may have seen some of his images around. You've definitely seen his image in the one of his images in the intro video, and he writes all the music for Forbidden Panel. So, his father is Jason Graham. He worked for Forbidden Panel for a very long time. Built the website, did some writing on the website. And some cool stuff has happened to Danny lately. I wanted to sit down with him and get to hear all about it. So, without further ado, here we go. All right, thank you to me for sending it over to me. That was very awkward. I feel disconnected now, or somehow mentally connected. I'm AJ, and I'm here with Danny Graham. What's up, Danny?
Hey, dude, what's up?
Long time no see. It's been a while since you've been in with us at the FP booth and the FP mic. How's it been?
Pretty good. Just, staying super busy.
I can tell by your laid back tone now that you 5 seconds ago you were excited. Now you're all, what's up?
Sorry.
Did you have an off-screen smoke while I was not paying attention?
No, it might look like it. I'm just a little spacey.
Well, you have to be if you've got that fever dog, man. Yeah. So how's it been? We haven't talked to you in a long time. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think the last time we did anything together was in Las Vegas.
Right.
That Comic-Con?
Right.
Heroes? Is it Heroes Con?
No, it was Vegas Con.
Vegas?
It was amazing Las Vegas Con.
I have the little thing hanging up over here. Yeah. That was a good weekend. Yeah. I put all my passes and things up on the wall over here. So it's like band stuff and conventions. I have the CreepyCon and that one and some of the band sort of all access.
Some of your backstage passes and stuff like that. I do the same. All my professional badges I hang up. Mm-hmm. It's now cool. Like
especially when when they give you the lanyards and everything.
Right. Especially like I say, if it says professional or exhibitor, like professional ones, I really get proud of because I worked really hard for that. Yeah. So I'm always like, that's right. I'm pro. What's up? I know I'm not like Kirkman or Stanley or nothing, but I'm just like still comic book and professional.
Yeah.
That's something I worked really hard to get my name on.
I'm better than you.
We don't say that out loud, Danny. We just write that in the subtext of our comic books or our lyrics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. As you may know, some of you who don't know, Danny Graham here is the lead singer of a band called Fever Dog. You may recognize some of their songs because we use one of their songs as all of our music here on Forbidden Panel and the PanelCast. In fact, Danny's going to give us a quick announcement right now for the legal department. Go ahead, Danny.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So as Danny Graham, singer, songwriter of the band Fever Dog, give AJ, Herrera, and Forbidden Panel, let's see, infinite? How do we word it? For ever, you're allowed to use our music. I couldn't think of the right word. What the actual
legal ease would be, right?
Yeah. You can use our music in your podcast, on your YouTube channels, on social media, and that is for now, since it's the only album that's out, all of the tracks from the album Alpha Waves.
Okay, so none of the other albums, but
well, they're not out yet. When they come out, I'll make a new video for you.
Okay, cool. You hear that, everybody out there, YouTube, trying to copyright all of our stuff? We have rights to Danny Graham's music.
Yes.
All the music that you hear here on Forbidden Panel is created by Fever Dog and Danny Graham. How long have you been doing the music now?
We started Fever Dog. Well, it wasn't called Fever Dog, but me and Joshua, the drummer, we started when we were like 11, which was 2005. 2006. We're at 20 years, I think, right now, this year, of playing music together. And we started off as like a 3-piece rock band called Snot Rocket, and then over time, by high school, about 4 years later, we changed it to Fever Dog, and we've been Fever Dog ever since.
And how did you get started with the musical industry, influence, all that stuff? What made you want to do this?
I grew up around music. My dad was in a lot of bands, and I would go to band practice with him, and that's kind of how I started playing guitar. And then not just it wasn't my own idea to start a band. He kind of was like, hey, here's a band name. You should tell your friends to go learn bass and drums, and then you can, you'd sing and play guitar in this band. And I was like, oh, sounds pretty cool. And I just ran with it.
So your dad kind of created the idea and vibe in the house, and then you just ran with it?
Yes. Yeah, he definitely started out. He wrote our first song. And it was like,
oh really?
Song, yeah. He came up with a whole image. He was investing in his retirement. He was trying to pimp us out.
He wanted to manage you for his retirement.
Yes, he was. Well, yeah. He kind of went by manager. He booked a lot of our shows for a long time when we were, It made sense though. It was a good idea. We, probably could have worked harder, but 3-piece kind of hard rock band of little kids. But the songs are actually good. That could have done something if it was presented to the right people.
You were the opposite of Love and Rockets, basically.
Yes.
Awesome. Danny is one of the few, I think right now you're the second legacy Forbidden Panel member, because your father was a member too.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote for us and was on the podcast and stuff. So I mean, you're not officially an FP member, but you've done work with us and you've done some stuff with us before. Yeah. And that a lot of that was me bribing you and guilting you to being here with us. And yes. I have no shame in that.
It worked.
It works. But you are exceptionally talented and a wonderful kid on top of it. And I had no problem milking you for your talents. So... I mean, I learned from your dad.
So. Yeah, just exploit him. Just use him for all he's good for.
Live vicariously through him. That's what the purpose is.
No doubt.
Can you explain to me what's happening in this image here? Oh, not that one.
Oh.
That one. The facial expression right there that you have.
That's getting it.
Are you farting?
That's the face when you're like, yeah, this is what I really getting it right now. Yeah.
No.
That's a Fever Dog on stage. I cannot tell you where, but that is on our tour where we opened up for Wolfmother on their whole North American tour. It was some of the biggest shows we ever played. And best photos we ever got too. Like every night we got free, amazing photos by like the just super professional photographers. So we're milking it. We're gonna use these photos until something better shows up.
Yeah, I don't doubt you should.
It's gonna be the title of this milking it.
Right, that's your new album. Fever Dog, milking it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that just shows that you've been busy in the time that you've been gone. You've been on tour with Wolf Mother. Anybody else you've been on tour with?
We did a couple headlining tours since then. One of them was a co-headlining tour with a band called Cinema Stereo from Nashville. Sort of pairing. We've been pairing a lot with bands like at our same sort of level, or doing our own headlining shows, and then. And those are pretty fun. You know, we got to see some new places and play a lot of new venues. But in September, we're going to do another supporting tour. So that'll be pretty exciting again. That's like
who
someone else does all the work, and then you get to like play for their fans every night. That's pretty cool.
Who's that? Who are you going to be supporting?
We're going to support a band called the Schizophonics. They're really cool, and they've got a really decent following. So
nice. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, really cool. I get to go to Nebraska for the first time. And Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Don't go during the winter.
No. Well, September it should still be pretty nice.
Oh, it's gonna be a little warm out there. Yeah, a little humid. Mm-hmm. But nice. That's cool. You're going to new places. Nebraska's a cool place. I was out there for a while. I lived in Iowa.
Oh, really?
So we would go to Nebraska I would go to Nebraska to Omaha to meet Alicia. She would fly in from California to Omaha. Mm-hmm. And I would go out to there to meet her. And then we would hang out in Nebraska for the weekend and stuff and just hang out if we left a hotel room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The delivery in Omaha.
Yeah.
Great delivery. Fast food delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza service is great.
I'll look out for that then. I'll have some.
Right.
I'll have some food delivered to the venues.
Order some pizza to the.
Yeah.
I mean, the people out there, everything out there was nice. You know, so you should enjoy yourself. Yeah. Tell me about the guitars you have laying out in the back right there.
Pretty conveniently pictured there. I've got a couple Flying V's. There's the one with the gold. Is my main guitar. You saw that in that picture over there. And then I got this second one because it's like I wanted to be a rock star and have like a double, you know, like a backup that was the same or similar, right?
Right.
Not crazy about it though. I haven't played it once live. And then down the line, there's Telecaster. It's got disco ball, like mirrors all over it. I got that when I was like 13. My parents bought it for me. And then I put the disco ball stuff all over it. And then I got a Gibson Black Les Paul Studio that my dad's guitar player gave to me when I was maybe 15. He like gifted it to me. I was like, damn, that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
And then I've got like some bass that is destroyed now because the water from the heater's been dripping on it and it's got a big crack running down it.
Well, it's good that you kept it in that same space just for decorative purposes.
Yep. It just looks good right there, and I don't play bass, so...
Who cares if it gets ruined, as long as it looks pretty right there, right?
Yep. Like a whole year passed, and then I went and looked, and I was like, oh, man, this is jacked.
It's all warped, and the frets are all bad. And
I'm like, that's a later problem. When someone asks me to play bass, I'll take it down and try and fix it.
You're like, yeah, sure, give me a couple months, and I'll play bass.
Yep. Definitely.
Well, some exciting stuff has happened to you lately, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you back here specifically, just to have a showcase for you.
Mm-hmm.
Other than to get the legal recordings out of the way, obviously. Yes. But you had some art picked up by some famous people. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah. So I recently
let me show it first. Go ahead.
For sure. Yeah, so that's the pen and ink original for Metallica's M72 European tour. 2026. I did that whole thing that's 11 or 18 by 24 inches, like real poster size, and by hand with India ink and pens. So they didn't pick it up. Sort of, they commissioned me. Like they actually reached out to me and hired me to design the shirt. And
Metallica reached out to you and asked you to.
Technically not Metallica. The big merch company that does the work for them did it. And it started with a smaller job. I did a T-shirt for a band called Airborne from Australia. They're really cool, and it was like a very classic like bomber girl pinup type thing where she's like on the big bomb, you know those like old 40s.
Yeah, pinup girls. Yeah, we used to do the same. Yeah.
And so they hired me to do that, and it was like, okay, pretty cool. And then I noticed, I'm like, okay, this company, like, it does the merch for Metallica and like Led Zeppelin and like massive bands. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do a really good job on this and impress and not say anything. So I did that job, and then I did another one that's gonna be released soon from another band from the 80s. And then all of a sudden I got this email that was just like, hey, you want to do Metallica's going on tour? You want to do their tour shirt? And I was like, wow, yeah, of course. Like I responded, it was like 2 a.m, like immediately.
You're all like, all right, oh yeah,
yes, absolutely. And they told me I could draw whatever I wanted, which is like amazing. You always see the bigger the band, the less notes they have for you. They're just like, do whatever. Like they wouldn't have even asked you if they weren't confident, And then, so I presented, and I was like, well, what if I do it from one of these 2 songs, either Call of Cthulhu or The Thing That Should Not Be. Both of those are H.P. Lovecraft themed songs, and Call of Cthulhu has got way too much merch. It's like everything they have is like an actual Cthulhu or something.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, so they said no to that song, but told me to do this, The Thing That Should Not Be. And I was like, okay, well, that's sort of a loophole into drawing basically the same thing.
Right.
So it's not like literally Cthulhu, but I could draw it as some
I could squid it out. It's okay. I can get a little squid love there.
It's it's a vaguely eldritch, H.P. Lovecraftian god coming out of the bottom of the ocean. So pretty much the same.
So, like, let me guess. I'm guessing the process. You send them the black and white like this.
Mm-hmm.
They said, okay, cool. Who colors it?
So I colored it.
So you color it. So you send them the result that looks like this ultimately. Right?
Yes. So
which is gorgeous, by the way. For those of you who can't see, let me see if I can.
It's up there, I think.
Yeah.
It looks good to me. So I started with a sketch. I sketched the whole thing out, and it's basically an outline of that without any of the details. And they were like, yeah, love it. No notes, didn't tell me to change anything. They were just like, just keep going with that. And I was okay. And then I showed them the ink drawing, and they were like, love it. And I was like, okay, well, here we go. I'm going to start the color now. And I did a bunch of color, and that gray and the blue and like a teal color. I'm colorblind. So
am I. So
yeah,
I don't know how you
what colors we're looking at right now. It's something.
That one there on the top.
Yeah. I knew I was trying to limit it slightly in colors so that it would produce better. Like the art tends to look better like the less colors you use. Like if you just pick a good palette, I think it works well. Again, I'm colorblind, so I don't really know, but what I see, I like. And they had one change that they did to the color, actually, though, after I sent it to them. They swapped out one of the colors, and I don't care. I'm still happy to do I usually just let other people ride with the color. Like I trust them. I know what, like, I fully render it out black and white, and so that I'm happy no matter what happens after that. So,
Right. Now, did you get a copy of the shirt?
I should have some in the mail.
And
currently.
has any members of the band worn the shirt yet?
I have not seen anyone from the band wear them, but I never see them wear any Metallica shirts on stage. But I have been stalking their page ever since this shirt. Every day I refresh the tagged photos. And I see lots of fans.
Now somebody better wear my shirt.
Yeah, I see it. Lots of people are wearing it all the time now.
Really?
These concerts have 90,000 people. They're sold out every night. It's crazy. Like the volume. I think about the volume of shirts that they had to produce to sustain their crowd, and it's like, it's unfathomable.
And are you seeing any of that in the residuals? Or you just got paid for the shirt?
No, I am not. I did the art. It's their art now. So.
And here's the back. Right? Did you do the back, or did they?
No. I would have happily done the back, but they sort of cut it up and arranged it in a way to make it work for the back.
But they used your skull here
the
as
skull
a background.
and my logo I did, and they just had to kind of edit it a little bit to make it work.
Did you have to present it in layers when you sent it to them, or did you send it to them as a full?
Yeah, I sent because the original is a flat ink drawing. There's no layers from the background to the monster, or the logo is even permanently has stuff in front of the logo. So I just sent them with colors separated from mine, which is also why they were they easily changed out that one color. I think it was the red-orange color. It used to be like a purple or something. But they wanted it to pop, and it makes sense because when you see it from far now in the photos, it's like you know which picture you're looking at. It's pretty cool.
Right. You're like, look, I just did the picture. You do the colors and make it pop, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, well, they told me they really liked the black and white version too. So I'm hoping.
Do you see them hitting you up for more?
I think so. I was so eager about everything, and so like a total nerd the whole process. I tried very hard to be cool, but I was being very nerdy, and at one point I was basically told, like, you're probably going to get hired again. Like, don't worry. Like, okay, you don't got to be such a try hard.
Right. Dude, you had me at yes. You had me at hello, like whatever. And you also had another piece of news come up, and that was that you're working on a book with somebody.
Yeah.
Is that right? Can you tell us a little bit about that book and what it's about?
Yeah. So that band that we started when we were like 12, the bass player, Nat, he's so he doesn't play with us anymore, but he went on and he's just been mostly writing this whole time since we were kids. And we've always been talking about, releasing role-playing games or comics together or just something, and it has never happened. It's something I always try to do with my dad too. It's like, hey, you should illustrate this book for me. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally. And then I could never meet the could never get anything finished. And this is the problem to this day with Forbidden Panel, with our relationship with Forbidden Panel. You guys obviously finish things. I don't.
Uncle AJ has been calling how long now?
Yeah. I knew Nathaniel, or Natty, Nat. He goes by a lot of names. I call him Nathaniel. I've known him since I was like 8, and I barely just illustrated one thing for him. So I'm working on that though. I'm trying to do a little better. This is technically, I think, one of my first pieces of narrative arts or whatever. Anyway, the book is it's like choose your own adventure. He wrote the whole thing. I did no edits on it, even though I'm like his publisher or whatever. He sent it to me. I played it a couple times. I liked it, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then I designed the front and back, and now it's my job to market it and sell it. Just because I wanted to help him out and support him and finally start doing the things that we talked about doing when we were kids.
You do know a publisher.
I do know a publisher. This was just sort of, I just needed to just be in control and get it done, you know.
I'm just saying.
You know how the Grams are with control issues.
I'm just saying. Is all I'm saying. Well, anyway, let's take a look at the artwork you did for the book. Now, what's the book called?
It is called Voyager: Escape from X8. So Voyager would be like the name of the series, and then this particular story is Escape from X8. I'm not sure how long it'll take, but the idea is to do a bunch of books in the Voyager series and have them be kind of different themes, like fantasy books, or, you know, he writes mostly sci-fi stuff, so I don't know if, like, maybe I'll work with him in the future on, like, more of a sword and sorcery kind of thing, but he kind of developed the rule system and, like, the layout, and we'll kind of use it as a blueprint moving forward.
And so you did the cover and you did the back.
Yeah, I did the whole outer, like the packaging and formatting and stuff.
I was going to say, because the thing I'm not seeing here is your name.
It's on the inside. Because I didn't do illustrations throughout, so I'm kind of just letting him kind of get all of the, you know.
Right, but you could have put a little stamp somewhere on the image itself, you know, just a little.
Yeah, you're right.
A little graham cracker, just somewhere.
Yeah.
That's right. They're called graham crackers. They're not cookies anymore.
Okay.
They're graham crackers.
Yeah. Okay. I'll use that. Yeah. So let's see. The book is like 360 pages. I have it here.
Jesus.
366 pages long, and it's got, you know, you don't play through every page, obviously, because it depends on what you do. You could die in 2 pages and never see the rest of it. So that's up to you. How good you roll, I guess. But,
now, is it a dice game? Is it just a LPG?
So it's kind of like a cross between a solo RPG and a choose your own adventure, where, you know, choose your own adventure, you're like just flipping pages, like, do you go this way or this way?
Right. This is to page 12.
You have an actual character sheet. You choose from a bunch of different captains, various captains who would have been piloting the ship when it crashes on a moon. So you pick which one you're starting with. I think it's assumed the other ones are all dead, or never existed, or, you know. But you start as that captain, and you sort of, each captain has a different perk when you start playing. You know, there's a benefit to each one, and you fill out your character sheet, which is printed in the back of the book, or you can print them up. I have the documents, like, in our link tree for people, like free character sheets, and I try to print one and insert it anyway, just because it's easier to hold the character sheet to the side when you play rather than like flip all the time and write in your book and permanently mess it up.
Now, do you have, what would be a good idea is to develop a web page behind it and have like PDFs of the character sheets and other stuff down, because a lot of people don't want to have to pen and paper it either. You can make it so that it's all tablet based and run off the book as well.
When you get so when you buy a digital version of it, you get a zip folder, and that has the PDF of the book plus the PDF of two versions of the character sheet. One is like a writable one, like an editable PDF, and then one is a printable version. So I think,
that's awesome.
I think that covers the bases. We're still learning like what works best, and like hearing from, because we play RPGs and do these like game books for fun, but we haven't really like been a part of the community, so to speak.
Right.
So I don't really know what like the masses like. I just know that like my collection of vintage books works this way, and that's how I play it. So
now, when you're playing this game, does every player need the book, or
it's solo? So it's a one-player game.
Okay, so you can't play multiple players.
No. Well, I think So what we've decided, we got asked this by some friends too. I think we decided a best way to enjoy it is to like couples, I guess. You would just like make the decision together, like what you do next, or roll together.
Okay, so partners,
but it
couples,
is designed to
like
be
that.
one person, one
So
character sheet. Really.
It's designed for the basement dwellers.
Yes, which is pretty popular nowadays. I mean, it's good or bad. I don't know however you look at it. It's people in the RPG and gaming world are more and more like, can I play this by myself? Like, whether that's a decision that's voluntary or
they're like me. They have no real friends, and
out of necessity.
Right. They have to, wait till their friends have kids so they can exploit them in order to have conversations with people. So, hey, I don't blame them. I'll play a solo RPG game. I play Fallout 4 all the time.
Well, exactly. I mean, video games maybe is what kind of brought that into the norm.
Now, where can we find this? Can we find this online? Is there anywhere online we can purchase this, or
Yes.
do we only?
So I'm selling it in person everywhere I can, like door to door. But
Like Avon?
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. I'm trying to get people to buy copies to sell to other people.
Right.
So it's on interstellaroverlord.com. So that's the name that I've given myself, or I didn't give it to myself. Actually, my dad did. It's another one of those things where I was a teenager and he was like, hey, when you release music or draw stuff or whatever, you should call it this. It's kind of a cool name. And I was like, okay. And I'm still using it. So I've been doing that.
Overlord?
Interstellar Overlord. It's sort of like he was just referencing like this band Monster Magnet that we
I know Monster Magnet. Yeah.
We were like, what are these songs, like all these titles of all these songs, and the lyrical content is all about these Marvel comics and like these vague interstellar overlords that are like running things. And we're like, oh, hey, what did you just say? So
is that how
that's
it's
how
spelled?
that name started.
Is that how it's spelled?
Interstellar Overlord. Yep, that's it.
.com.
That's the link. So at that link it's a link tree, and it's got our Etsy page, which is just my art page. It's kind of a cross. I just stuck it in there because it's easier to track orders and stuff. But a lot of people don't like Etsy, so there's also Drive Through RPG, which is like the main place that people like to buy like digital games and stuff like that. But you can get that physical and digital through there, and that's a really good site because even if you buy the book physically, if I go and update the PDF because there's like an edit that we wanted to fix, it'll email you and give you the new version of the PDF. Versus,
oh, that's good.
Etsy.
So you guys went all out on this. Like,
yes, we've been playing for a while, so we're just like copying what other people do.
And you're learning as you go, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Nice. And then like another thing that came up right after we published it was all these people in Europe and the UK were like, hey, I can't afford to ship this. Like, this is insane. So you should probably have like a print-on-demand version, like Amazon or something. And we don't really like Amazon, but if it gets the book to someone in the UK and it's not even a terrible quality book, like I'm happy with that. So it's on Amazon now too. So that's like the easiest way to get it. It's like you could prime it and have the physical book in 2 days, and I never even touched it. So that's the downside, is that I don't pack it. I don't put, the promo cards and the bookmarks and all the cool stuff in it. It's like way more likely that something's going to be just jacked up when you get it. But
right. That's why, I miss the old bag and board days. When our comics used to come in and we bag and board them, and then I'd put like flyers and stickers and all kinds of stuff in there, just goodies, because I'm appreciative of the fact that people bought my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that when you sell through Amazon, because totally. Amazon doesn't do that for you.
No, they don't care at all. I've thought about like, if I don't know how it works, but how you get like how you can package your own stock and then ship it to Amazon so that they could like once you've already fulfilled each order basically.
Yeah, but at that point you might as well just be the mob, because you're just an import-export business.
Yeah. And, at some point I would like to outsource the whole process. But I do love packing stuff. It's like really cool with the art too. Like it just
feels like you're just doing like you're packing up your babies and saying goodbye. Like,
and every time you make it, it's like it's like part of the job. It's like you pack it up and you're like, and you look at the stack of orders that ship out that week, and you're like, that's my money.
Right. Those are my babies.
Yeah.
Somebody wants them. Somebody is appreciating all my hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And they actually see it go off and ship off, and then to hear them, I got it here. It's hanging up here, or it's doing this. I love getting pictures of people with random FP stickers on their helmets or laptops or books or whatever. Just
it's awesome. Some
it's
people
cool.
ignore that stuff, or they're just, but it's like it's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. It's like the packing.
One time at Comic-Con, I saw somebody I didn't know wearing a ZKS shirt, and I almost crapped my pants. I wanted to run over and be like, "Who are you? I don't know you." Like,
yeah.
Why are you wearing my shirt?
What's your problem?
The fuck?
Who gave you that? You need a new shirt or something?
Who do you know? But it was still a cool feeling. Like I was like,
yeah, it's awesome. It's very gratifying.
Yeah, but it just lets you know that you did all your work that you did is appreciated, and it should be, because we all do our best. You do a great job. You're out there all the time, pimping your stuff, working it. You're on the road. You're at these clubs. You're doing the job. You're putting out these music videos, which are great. You're doing the work, and it's awesome. I think it's great.
Thank you.
And I'm a huge supporter of you and you guys, and it helps that your music's good too, because if it sucked,
it'd be a little awkward.
I'd be like, yeah, here's Danny playing music for my podcast, and I really don't like.
Gotta give him a,
Right. I'd be loving those copyright strikes. Like, oh, thank God.
Sorry, dude. Can't
Sorry, I can't play your music in this area. Belize loves you, though.
Yeah. Belize. It's all just anything to avoid having a real job.
Well, this is an 8 to 5, man.
Well, it's a real job. I mean, I'm doing stuff all day, every day, but it's never feels like it. And that's like the key is to not. I did like one job. This is sort of like another part of my dad's doing. It's like I've only done one like real job, and it was one day. I was like helping build a pond for this company, and it was backbreaking. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, fuck, this is literally what he was telling me every day. Like, hey, don't do anything, no physical labor, don't do anything where you're working for a boss who's like. So I did it one day, and it reminded me of everything he said. I was like, oh shit, that's right. So I don't do that. I went back home and I kept, doing my normal jobs, where it's like art and music and
I was telling the wife the other day. I woke up yesterday. I edited 2 podcasts. I edited 4 images. And then I put them on 100 different social media sites to advertise. And by the time I was done, 6 hours had passed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I'm not doing anything. It looks like I'm just farting around on social media and stuff. But I'm promoting, I'm pushing, I'm doing this. And it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
And, I wish I got paid the money I deserve to be paid for it. And I'm sure you do too. But,
absolutely.
We're trying to get there. And I wish you nothing but the best. I hope everything you want comes for you. I hope your band is successful. Your art is wonderful. I want to see more of it on FP. I'm sure all of our fans want to see more of it on FP. And in the meantime, we'll just be grateful to see it wherever we can.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we're going to wrap this up. It's been 40 minutes, and I'm sure the rest of the crew would like to get back to the podcast. So they're tired of seeing you and your huge nose and your weird hair and your funky headphones. Do you know that Danny sleeps in 70s gym shorts?
Yeah, those little short shorts with the ringer, with the white ringer.
Yeah. Just so you know, when he's asleep, it's grease. That's all I can think of is
I need to get some satin ones that are shiny though and say something.
There's something that say juicy on it. You need juicy on the back of your shorts.
Shazam.
Right. There you go. I have the power.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I would kill for some
He-Man shorts.
He-Man shorts.
There you go. Gray Skull in the front.
Mhm.
Snake Mountain. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Danny Graham of Fever Dog. Thank you very much for your time and coming on the show with us, Danny. Good luck going on in the future, and we hope to see more of you soon.
Thanks.
And let's get back to the guys in the studio. And here we are. That was very long. I apologize for that. That was Danny Graham. There you go. What'd you think?
Yeah, very interesting. I love the artwork he did. I'm not much of a Metallica fan, mostly because I never grew up on their music, or I probably haven't. I don't remember who sung it, but man, I do love their merch and what they look like.
Yeah.
But his, looks amazing.
His artwork is phenomenal. I've been a big fan of his for a very long time. Doesn't hurt that I'm Uncle AJ, but hey, whatever, dude. So with that, you can find out more information about Danny and all of his exploits over on interstellaroverlord.com. Thank you, Danny, for your time, and all of his fans for tuning in. We're continuing on because we have a trailer we really want to show you. This came out this Monday. I was excited to see it. I don't know if you had caught it, Freddie, but this is Werewolf.
Child of God. Come. Do not dread the darkness. Embrace it.
I heard of a raving beast that ravished this country.
Keep my husband safe from his cursedness.
Thy soul is cursed. Thy kin are cursed. Thy world is cursed.
There you have it, Robert Eggers' new movie, Werewolf, otherwise known as Any Excuse Aaron Taylor Johnson Needs to Take His Shirt Off. What do you think, Freddie?
Looks interesting. They didn't show what the wolf form looks like, so that definitely catches my attention. I was like, okay, now I got to wait. So, happy early Christmas for us, I guess. Now we got to wait 6 more months. I keep forgetting it's July.
Really? The weather doesn't give that away?
It's always hot for me, so it didn't change too much, but I also forgot that yesterday was first, and time's just going.
True. Very, very true. All right, so for our next segment, we have the AEW match of the week. There was a lot of AEW this week because of the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Freddie, were you able to catch any of the pay-per-view?
I wasn't. I was having issues signing into your account or trying to watch it, so I tried everything. I was like, I don't feel like bothering. But I was
Yeah.
also in a slump, so I was like, not gonna bother you about it, even
Right.
though I did want to watch it as well, just so we could watch it.
Well, that's too bad because you missed out on what was really one of the better pay-per-views they had put on in a very, very long time. I wasn't bored during any of the matches whatsoever. Everybody came out, they did a great job, they put on their top performances, and they did their company proud. Um, it was very hard. Well, no, it wasn't. It absolutely was not hard for me to pick out the best match of the week because this has become easily my favorite match of all time.
Oh wow.
And that is saying a lot. For as big of a wrestling fan as I am, this match came, they did such a great job telling the story, both outside of the ring and inside of the ring, both leading up to it and into the match as well. That at the end of it all, when it was all done and people were cheering, and I shed a tear.
Nice.
I shed a tear. That's how good the match was. I cried for the story. I cried for the emotions felt in the ring. I cried just for, like, that's what I want out of wrestling all the time. That's what I want people to think of when I say wrestling. You know, that's the goal. This is the goal. There was no mess ups. There was no slips. There was nothing but perfect timing, perfect moves, perfect executions, everything about it was just glorious. And I can't praise it enough. So if that means anything to anybody, like, I just want to impress upon you, this is Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland.
Referencing the long history between these two men.
It's just like we were 10 years ago. It's just like where we are 10 years ago, boys.
Saying Ospreay's always been a step behind Swerve Strickland. Wow! Ospreay bleeding. Swerve on the Hunt House call. No!
Boys to strike. Here comes it, Excalibur.
Ospreay lining up the hidden blade.
Oh my God! Oh! He ate the hidden blade and came right back.
Swatting at the leg of Will Ospreay.
That's going to cost Nana. Yes, it is. Thank God. That's right.
So Nana escapes with.
Oh! House call! Boy, that was on target. No. Oh, good.
Ospreay, instead, he's got Swerve inverted on the floor. And now. Oh! Ooh. Ospreay, buck, shot, hidden blade, 1, 2, no!
Death Rider! Right into the John Moxley playbook. But he's not done! Will Ospreay ate that. Look at that! He looks right at Moxley! A defiant scream! Ospreay rises to his feet! Oh my God!
Ospreay, buck, shot,
Death Rider!
That match went on nonstop for 45 minutes. They came up with some of the best back and forth I've seen in a long time, including improvisation moves like you had seen there, where Will tried to go for the Styles Clash, couldn't pull it, so he just slammed Strickland into the steel steps.
Yeah, I thought he was
You
going
know,
to slam him into the ring. I got surprised by that.
that was an improv move, and it looked great. It looked like, you know, like a pro. And there was a point where Will Ospreay did the hidden blade on Swerve Strickland, and he gets up and he goes to do it again, and he pulls his arm back, and when he does, you can see on his arm here the bloody face print from Swerve Strickland from the last hidden blade he had delivered.
God damn.
So you knew he hit him legit. You know what I mean? Like, he legit, bam. And so, like I said, it was an epic journey, that match, and I loved every minute of it. The crowd ate it up. Everything about it was fantastic, and it's why I watch wrestling, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you have a chance, go look it up on YouTube. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Again, it's 45 minutes long, but you won't regret it. It's fantastic. Disagree with me, agree with me, have objections to any of the opinions that we voiced on any of the movies or anything that we said today, any of our reviews, whether you think that we're crazy or if you think that we're on the right track, send us your opinions, forbiddenpanel@gmail.com. We'd love to hear about it. We'll read them on the air and we'll discuss them with you. Or pop up in our chat room and give us a shout. Ask your questions and we'll answer away. I really had nothing left for this episode. Freddie, did you?
Nope, I think that's all I have for now.
Great. Then with that, we are at an hour and 6 minutes on a random Thursday. We thank you guys for tuning in and we appreciate your attention. For Freddie, this is AJ, and make sure you tune in and find us every Thursday live here on forbiddenpanel.com. Until next time, see you later.